Hi guys, we've had a few quite similar questions coming from some of you, so thought we would address it just really quickly in a video. So first of all, had a couple of people get in touch to say they've sort of registered their details as the point of contact, but they don't necessarily want to be doing the actual content. They don't want to be featuring in it. That's absolutely fine. We've got no rules about who does the content. It should be someone within your business, but it doesn't have to be any specified person that's a presenter. You can vary that as much as you want. It can be a different person each session, so you share it around, or if you've got a member of staff that is more inclined, then go for it. However, what I would say is don't be afraid to have a go. Just be honest. When you're doing your early ones, be upfront, say it's your early ones, say that you're nervous, say that you're scared of making a fool of yourself. Nothing wrong with humanizing what you're doing. Had a couple of other people contact me to say they've been furloughed, so they'd like to do something but not really sure what the deal is. Look, the way I view it, obviously in that situation, you couldn't represent your company because if you're furloughed, you can't be seen to be doing any work for them. But you could be representing yourself as an individual. If you're someone who's been in agency for a good amount of time, you've got a good knowledge base. Why not do the videos as yourself as an individual? And then when you go back to work, then you can sort of carry that content over onto your company page. Had a couple of people email in saying that, you know, generally they had concerns over... sorry, excuse me a minute. My dog is being nuts next to me. Diamond, stop it. Sorry about that. Right, so... yeah, we had a few people also say that they're not too sure how they feel about doing video content, but they are comfortable doing other forms of social media. They'd like to be involved, but not really sure what they can do. So, look, if you the point of this movement is it is a video-based community. So really, we are looking for member agents to contribute that. We obviously have given, whilst we prefer live events, you can do recorded events, so that gives you the ability to have a few cracks at it until you get something that is polished. It just has to be unique. We prefer live content just because it gives you the ability to actually engage with consumers in real time and answer questions that come up. So that's really driving for that. But again, as I alluded to earlier, just, you know, it's really with video, it's sort of about ripping the Band-Aid off. Just get on and do it. There's really nothing that scary. If you go and have a look at any sort of successful vloggers on there, if you're able to go back to their early content, what they're putting out now will be a world different to what they started putting out right at the start. You'll get increasingly comfortable in front of the camera. The more you do it, the more normal it will feel. You'll also start to learn what works and what doesn't work and what sort of fits with your particular style. I mean, you think about it when you watch programs, if you think about all the different presenters that you have fronting a myriad of different programs, and it's all about those presenters tend to have a particular style and personality that fits with them. So find that personality. Don't be afraid of being who you are and let your audience find you. You know, I think the really important thing is that you're just genuine. As long as you're genuine and consistent, over time you will attract the right audience that you appeal to. And everyone has an audience. So, yeah, I mean, that's it really. Don't be afraid. Now, the final thing really now is a call to arms in terms of what is really important now is that we need to schedule as many events as possible, as quickly as possible. We've got Deb Franklin on the case reaching out to a lot of you at the moment. I think day one, we've already booked in first two events. I'm doing one on Monday at 11 a.m. About being a tenant in the coronavirus situation. And Russell Quirk is doing one in the afternoon, I think about getting ready to sell out the back end of this. As I've said before, please don't make all of our content corona. That just seemed quite relevant. But the important thing for us in terms of being able to promote what we're doing is we need a decent volume of content in there. If we go out and say, oh, we've got 6 events, it sort of waters down the strength we have with the community that we've got. So, yeah, if you can please respond to Debbie super quickly, get those events booked in. I suggest when you contact her, you have a list of ideas of lettings and or sales, show ideas, just to make sure that you've got sort of a second, third, fourth, fifth choice to go to, if Debbie's already booked some similar content. Obviously, what goes with that as well is the quicker you contact Debbie, the sooner you get yours booked in, the more likely you are to be able to lock down the content and topics you want to cover, rather than risk sort of replicating what other people are doing. Other than that, please go to the Facebook group page for it. In there, we've got the logos that you can download, customize to your own brand. I think Carla has already done a few in an array of colors, just so it's easy. If those match, grab them. But as we've said before, feel free to adjust the color on the logo to match your brand. If you struggle with it, if you can email Carla your hex color reference, she will sort that for you. Also in the Facebook page, there are really important, Carla's posted some really important instructions for the settings that you need to put on your Facebook page in order for us to co-broadcast your live event. That's really important to do. It's the really boring nitty-gritty stuff. So I would crack on and get that done as soon as possible, so you're not doing it in a stressful environment. The last thing you want to be doing is doing that an hour before your live broadcast or 10 minutes before your live broadcast, and you find you struggle. So get that done now, so it's another tick in the box. And really, that's it. Obviously, Easter weekend is just around the corner, whatever that means. We're obviously launching on Easter Monday. So do please keep an eye out for anything that we put out there. Do please share it, promote it, raise the profile of what's happening. Couple of thoughts on that. Would be amazing if participating agents can do a mail out to your database, just bringing everyone's attention to what we're doing cumulatively, and sort of bring people's eyeballs to our pages. So it'd be great if you could do an email out with links to our various social media pages so people can find the content that we're producing. Also, if you've got offices shut, but you are popping in once in a blue moon, it would also be amazing if you could put something in your window display about agents here to help. We're going to draft up some sort of really simple A4 window cards, but feel free to do your own thing. But again, anything we can do to raise the profile, put that information in front of people's eyeballs, get people watching and engaging what we're trying to do, the more successful it's going to be. Okay, that's it. Kristjan out. Talk to you soon.